Hi, everybody. Hi, Diamonds and Pearls. Sorry for the delay. I'm trying to be, okay, that's not gonna, yeah, okay, that works, that works, that works. Okay, I can put it on my tripod. I'm so sorry for the delay. It said, you gotta turn on your microphone. So I hope you're getting it. Anyway, Diamonds and Pearls, thank you. Thank you, Efot, for letting me do this. I would have some music and have everybody jamming, but maybe for the next time. So I had everything set up. So bear with me. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to be looking at my notes. Hi, I'm Camille, and I am a medical weight loss specialist. I used to weigh 240 pounds for many years, and with the help of a celebrity trainer, I was able to lose the weight. Shortly after I lost it, got on the cover of People magazine and was interviewed by Robin Roberts of Good Morning America, was highlighted on ET. And since then, I have been helping others do the same thing, reverse their health, lose weight, get fit. And I've been doing this for several years. I'm kind of a rarity because I work with physicians who want to help their patients get better. So I got a little dry mouth because I'm thirsty, and of course I waited to the last minute to get water, but I wanted to share with you, like I said, I'm just going to read from notes here, and this is the first time, so I'm a little nervous, is oftentimes, with Americans being that there are over 68% of Americans are overweight or obese. And you wouldn't think so with all the diets that are out there. Barnes and Noble, if you walk in there, hundreds and hundreds of books on diets, nutrition, fitness. But why do we still have all these people not able to lose weight? And if they do, they're not able to keep it off. I believe, and what helped me, is that a lot of these programs do not look at this journey as a journey, and two, that it's a mind, body, spirit experience. And when you look at it holistically, that everything about changing your health has to be about changing your life. And that, you probably noticed it if you have wanted to work out, get fit, and you couldn't stick to it longer than a couple weeks. Or you are trying to lose weight and you can't stick to the diet longer than a month, or not even that long. That's because you notice things come up. Events come up. Parties come up. Work environment is almost like notorious for getting you off track of your healthy plan that you came up with to try to reverse the things that are going on in your life. That was me. And that was why every time I started a diet, I couldn't stick to it, because my life just wasn't supporting it. Another thing is that because I was only focused on what I'm going to eat and how I'm going to work out, I didn't understand that a thinner person, someone who's really, really healthy and fit, they love exercise. I hated it. A thinner, healthy person loves to eat healthy. I wasn't there. I was, fast food. That's what I ate. Sandwiches, bread, pastas, pizzas, all kinds of stuff. And I wasn't living a congruent life to the body that I wanted. I had to have a mind that fit that body. And oftentimes a lot of people don't understand that. And that's the reason why you can't just focus on diet and working out. It's got to be more than that. It has to be the mind, body, spirit. You have, I love the name of the group, Diamonds and Pearls. You are not only a diamond, you are not only a pearl, but you are a treasure chest filled with emeralds, rubies, all these treasures, and more than what you can think of. And to me, health is like the key that opens up that treasure box so you can discover what is really, really inside, what really is your purpose on this planet. Your purpose on this planet is what will draw you and drive you and motivate you for any kind of change in your life. So I want, the name of this topic is, or the name of my show today, the first show, is You're Here for a Bigger Purpose, and it starts with your health. And so I want to share 3 things that will give you the power to change for good. 3 things. So before you rush off to do the next diet, to try the next protein drink, to try the next juicing, craze, start here. Make a list of why you want to change. That list is going to be the catalyst for you to always stick to your goals. And what would that list entitle? Well, for me, I was so tired of looking in the mirror and hating what I saw. In fact, every time I would want to go to an event, I'd have to go, oh gosh, what am I going to wear? And then when I'd go shopping, it would be horrible because I'm looking at myself in the mirror. So that aesthetics was very important to me. But believe it or not, it wasn't enough, but it was a big thing. I was tired of being tired. I felt like I was putting my life on hold because there were certain things and certain events I wouldn't even go to because I was too embarrassed to show up big. I went to the doctor. Doctor says high blood pressure, pre-diabetic. You don't change your ways, you're going to be sick. You're going to be on medication. And that floored me. It's still, I still didn't have the tools, but it gave me the motivation. I came up with a list for myself, and that's what I do with everybody that I work with. Make a list of all the things why you want to change. And keep that list available. Keep it on your phone, because that's what's going to motivate you to change. If you don't have that list, it's got to be more than, I'm sick of this, I'm sick of this, I'm sick of this. It's got to be more than that. You have to want to be here for your kids. You have to want to be here for your grandbabies if you want to see them. You want to be here because you have a higher purpose on this planet. You want to travel the world, maybe some of you. And you can't travel if you can't sit in an airplane seat. Or you're not fit enough because you go to Europe, you're walking around. They walk. In Italy, they walk. That's why they can eat the pizza and drink the wine every night and not get any weight, because they're walking everywhere. And you won't be able to go. I've worked with patients who are getting ready to go and they want to lose weight because they want to be able to travel. So you have to have all of these rich reasons why you want to change. And it's got to be more than a wedding that's coming up, more than a family reunion, more than a class reunion. Those things are great, but what happens after the wedding? What happens after someone loses weight? And the reason why most Americans can't keep it off, because we are either growing or we're decreasing in life. So if we're not progressing and growing and always reaching for the next new height in our life, then we're going backwards. So start there and make a list of your whys and why you want to change. Number 2, decide what you want in every area of life. And you're probably going to say, Camille, what does that have to do with me losing weight? It has everything to do with it. There's, I'll start here. When I worked with a celebrity fitness trainer, as I mentioned, and we met at a spa for a group weight loss class. And her first question on the first day was, what are your dreams? And I remember sitting there with my little journal notebook going, just like that. Because I had a dream to go back to college, to get my degrees, and I did later in life. And that was the biggest dream. That was one of the hardest things I think I've ever done outside of raising my kids. Going back to school as an adult and still having to work. So I had to work and go to school full time. and I mean work and take care of a family. So to me, that was like a dream come true. But like I mentioned before, I didn't have any more dreams because I figured, I had accomplished that. So when I was asked, what are your dreams in life? I didn't know. And so Victoria is her name, Victoria Johnson. She says, I want you to write out, what do you want your finances to look like? What do you want for your finances? Do you want to be wealthy? Do you want to be, wherever you are, what do you want? What do you want in your career? What do you want in your relationships? What about the hobbies? What about your spiritual life? How far do you want to go in that area? What about travel? What are some things that you have always wanted to do? What about material things that you've always wanted? So, sorry, my phone was doing some things. So write those things out. And just know that that list is always going to be evolving. And the reason why you need that list is because you want to be healthy in order for these things to come true. You want to start living. And a lot of us, we eat or we don't work out because it's a distraction. We may not be happy with where we are in life. We may be frustrated. We may feel that we're so overwhelmed with trying to raise our children, working every day. You don't barely have time to work out, barely have time to eat healthy. Maybe money is funny. You don't even have enough to go to a trainer if you wanted one. And that gets discouraging. So oftentimes when people don't know what to do, they use things to distract themselves, like overeating or partying or shopping or gambling or watching television. All these things are oftentimes distractions from the real living. So start here and make that list, and you're going to discover that. That's why I want to get healthy. That's why. I want, what is the point of having a business and building your wealth if you don't have your health? Something happened to me recently. I had a spinal condition that, come to find out, is a condition that's usually seen in young athletic people, young people. And I guess, I was athletic when I was younger. However, I think over the years with the car accidents I've been in and the fact that I was overweight and obese for so many years, it put havoc on my waist and on my back. And over time, I had what's called spondylolisthesis, where the spine actually, it's kind of like it goes off of, like if here's your spine, it's going to go off like this. It's going to shift. And it was at the point where I couldn't even walk. I woke up one day and every day was getting worse and worse and I couldn't walk. So this was recently, and I had spine surgery. And if it wasn't for the fact that I had some insurance, I had a disability with my health insurance, I wouldn't have been able to survive. And if something would have happened where I did have a whole lot of possessions, everything would have had been sold to take care of me. Now, I know that that's something that couldn't have been helped, but maybe if I wasn't so obese for all those years, I wouldn't have had that happen in the first place. So what is the point of having all the wealth if your health goes? And I've heard stories, because I've worked with so many people. I've heard stories of people losing everything over their health. So your health cannot be bought. It can't. There's nothing that's going to replace a heart but a new heart. And there's a waiting list for those. So you want to take care of your body. And that's your first. So anyway, I think I keep going off. And third, you want to surround yourself with a team of people who will support you. What's the team? A friend who will work out with you. A coach, maybe someone like me, a nutritionist, your doctor, a trainer. Wherever you are, if all you can afford is watching YouTube videos, that's your support. But try to get a group of people together. Belong to a group. Get with a group, because research shows that 80% of people that do, or everyone that does use a support team, it's a greater chance, 80% greater chance of you reaching your goal. So I had a support where before, when I was trying to do this, I was trying to do it by myself. One time I did have a girlfriend doing it with me. So here's what happens when you only have a girlfriend doing it. You only have one person. So what if that one person decides, well, I'm not going to do it anymore? So then who do you have? And that's why I felt that I had Victoria, because she was my mentor. She was my weight loss coach. And that's why I realized that that's what's missing. People don't have a coach. And it's not necessarily a trainer. A trainer could be a coach too. But there's very few trainers that really know nutrition and can give you a nutrition plan based on your body type, your body shape, and whatever health conditions you have. You know, the average person now from age 25 on up to 75 has so many conditions now. The average person is on at least 7 medications. So for an average trainer to be giving you nutrition advice might not be a wise thing to do. And that's why I feel so blessed to be in the medical field, because I've seen it all. I'll tell you a quick story about how nutrition can literally change your life, even if it's just minor little changes. I had a lady who came in and she had COPD, and the doctor recommended that she come see me because diet is so important for every disease. And COPD is a very severe lung disorder. And she was sitting in my office with her husband, and as she's telling me her story, she starts to cry, and she says, you know, Camille, I'm not gonna live long, and I don't even know if this is gonna work. You know, I'm in the later stages of COPD, and I don't expect to live long. And my first thing was, just like I said, you know, why do you want to change? And she gave me her list verbally. I said, you have to want this. You can reverse some of this. You can slow this down. Some of this, and I know that I sound like preachy or too optimistic, but research has also shown that your attitude about wanting to live can really turn everything around. And I said, you'll see, by adding better nutrition in your diet. Let's see what that, you know, you do need to lose, and she didn't need to lose a lot, like maybe 15 pounds, 10 pounds. Within 2 weeks after the diet that I put her on, she goes, oh my gosh, I can actually exercise. She goes, I'm walking without wheezing, without huffing and puffing. She gave me a big hug, and I worked with her for about 3 months, and she was able to get off the weight and reduce some of her medication and feel better. And I've got hundreds of stories of people's lives just turning around because, you know, they want to live. So if you're out there in our group and you have been really, really trying to get healthy and nothing seems to work, or you are on a plan, but, you know, you really do want that support, I do offer coaching, but, you know, it's all at different levels. So there's nothing that a person can't get, you know, whether you have zero resources or you have a lot of resources. I work with people at every level. And so I put some notes on the page that's in our group. If you look on the page, I have the notes to this whole show, this whole talk. And I also have some links to my YouTube channel, to my blog, to my websites, and also to this one site called Real Weight Loss, where you can sign up for my newsletter and get a free ebook that has all the recipes on, and you could just change your life by using some of the recipes. There's breakfast ideas, lunch ideas, dinner ideas, snack ideas, and choosing one from each group. Just doing that, you could probably lose quite a bit, you know, or get healthy and feel great just starting there. So that's what I mean, you know, even with something free, you know, it's there for you. So I just want you to know that I'm so excited about this network group that we have here. I so thank Ifat for getting us all together, and I thank all of you who have tuned in to my show. I hope it's there. I hope it's streaming well, and I hope to see you soon on the next show. And please type in any questions. Please email me, message me with any questions that you have, and I will be glad to address them. Anyway, have a nice weekend, holiday weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you.